So my friends and I, we always do like little conversation starters. And recently this one came up. What is a red flag that you are willing to overlook? What is a perceived red flag that others might think is a red flag? And even you might think is a red flag, but you're not necessarily willing to let someone go that you just recently started dating or that you're getting to know. It's not something that's a complete deal breaker. For me, I would say that a lot of people think that someone who's been single for a very long time or has never been in a serious relationship is a red flag. And so they're not willing to date somebody like that. And for me, that is the red flag that I wouldn't use as a deal breaker, because I'll tell you why. I've been single for a pretty long time. I've never been in an actual real full blown relationship. And I'm sure I have a red flag or two, but I'm just a genuine, decent person who just lives my life the way I want. I travel, I have fun. I'm a good person. I'm someone that someone else would be lucky to have in their life, and hopefully they're the same type of person for me. So, someone who hasn't been in many relationships, to me, I think it's better than someone who's been in a whole bunch, because dating someone who hasn't been in a ton of relationships, they're not coming to me with a whole bunch of unresolved trauma. They're not coming to me with, the baggage from previous relationships. They're not coming to me with hurt and anger and all that against women and against relationships. So even though I might have to sort of mold that person to fit our relationship, and they might have to mold me, I feel like there's something to be appreciated about somebody that's sort of coming in as like a relationship virgin, if that makes sense. So that is a red flag that I'm willing to overlook. If you haven't been in a real relationship, or if you haven't been in a relationship in 10 years, I'm not going to hold that against you, because everybody knows dating these days is really, really difficult. And I am choosing to sort of just take my own path and just do my own thing and be single and really enjoy my life. And so who am I to say, well, you haven't been in a relationship. So, and it's hard to date both men and women. Men are out there having a really hard time finding decent women, just like women are out here having a really hard time finding decent men. I'm not placing the blame on one or the other. I just think that a lot of us that are healed and are kind of just living our life peacefully, we're kind of staying away from everybody. We're just, doing our thing and just not out there looking. So we're out there. We're just not looking for each other, because it's too hard when it doesn't work out, or when you end up with somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart. So that is a red flag that I'm willing to overlook. What is a red flag that you are willing to overlook?